Hi guys, happy Monday. Happy start of a new reading week and a new reading vlog. I kind of gotta make this quick because the battery thing's already beeping at me. Okay, so to recap, last week and last night I finished Something in the Water by Catherine Steadman. I give it a solid 4 out of 5 stars. I know I said 5 out of 5 stars last week. I'm changing that to 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. I had a couple of issues here and there. It wasn't anything like major, but just a couple things that prevented me from giving it 5 out of 5 stars. But I will be discussing that in a blog post at a later date, probably next week. Anywho's, so yeah, time to pick a new book, and I don't know what I'm actually gonna read tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna read The Hate You Give or The Body Keeps the Score. These are both on my TBR for right now, and both of them are really speaking to me right now to read. So yeah, I'm not quite sure which one I'm gonna pick up tonight, but I've got a little while before I have to make the decision because my kids are about to be awake, and I gotta make dinner and do all that good stuff. So, you know, got a little while until I actually can start reading. I will say it is raining. It's like perfect reading weather right now. It's raining outside. It's beautiful and glorious, and I've been like looking forward to this. It explains my migraine, but I've been looking forward to this thunderstorm for a while. So anyway, that's my update for now to get this week started. I will check in with you guys. I'll try and check in tomorrow. I've got a lot going on tomorrow. So I'll just let you know that right now, but I will try and check in. If not, I will check in with you guys Wednesday. So it is Wednesday. I did not update you guys yesterday. Yesterday was kind of a crazy day. I had just a lot going on. I had an appointment first thing in the morning, and it was just a really busy day. A lot of to-dos that needed to get done, and a couple big announcements that had to be handled, I guess you could say. So I didn't get a chance to update, but I have been reading, so it wasn't for lack of reading. I'm currently reading The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. I'm on page 122, and I have to say this book is incredible. I was a little bit worried given the topic and the just highly charged topic that this book deals with, but it has just been so phenomenal so far, and I'm really looking forward to continuing it on. I don't know how much I'm really going to talk about this book, mostly because of the whole political side of it, and how charged that is. But I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm reading it. I'm loving it. It is incredible. It is eye-opening. I will say that. It is, so far, it has been quite eye-opening for me. Not that, how do I phrase this the right way? Gosh. It's been eye-opening in a sense that your eyes are open already and you know what's going on. This just brings a whole new level to that. So, with that being said, that's the only thing I'm going to touch on that portion of it, and beyond that I'm just going to try and focus on the content and the book itself rather than necessarily what it's discussing. So far it is beautifully written. There are already things that I'm like underlining and highlighting and just loving about this book, and yeah, that's kind of pretty much where I'm at. It's Wednesday. I think I already said that. It's cozy evening and night, so I'm hoping to get quite a bit of reading done tonight. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know why I'm holding a pen. That's just where my mind is. So I will try. I probably won't update you guys tonight because I'm probably gonna do most of the reading in bed, and y'all just don't want to see me at that point. but I will update you tomorrow and let you know where I've gotten. Hi guys, I'm here to do a reading update for you. It's gonna be really loud in the background. My kids are up. Today's been kind of a crazy day, so sorry about that in advance. Today is Thursday, and I'm 200 pages into The Hate U Give by Angie Thomas, and I said I wasn't gonna talk about the subject matter, but it's kind of hard not to talk about the subject matter, to be completely honest. The writing and the story of The Hate U Give is absolutely incredible. Like, it gives you a way to, you can't totally empathize, and I don't think anybody can really empathize, but it gives you such an insight into the issue that is it's a very unique insight and perspective that you get with this book, and I'm really enjoying it. And so yeah, that is where I'm at. I know this is kind of a quick and rushed update, I'm sorry. But yeah, I will give you guys a little bit more. I hope to make it, I want to read like 50 to 100 pages tonight if I can. If I can wing that, that's where I would like to be at. I'm kind of balancing some things right now, that while reading is not taking an entire backseat to reading is starting to take a little bit more of a backseat. It's not anything bad, like it's all good stuff. There's just a lot of stuff going on right now. And so really the only time that I'm getting to actually read these days is after the boys go to bed. So like 9 o'clock, I only get about an hour and a half a day right now, which is kind of unusual for me. I used to be able to read a little bit more than that, but like I said, there's a lot kind of going on right now that makes that a little bit harder, and reading is kind of taking a smidge of a backseat, not a huge backseat, but a little bit more of a backseat than I would like, but all is well. So yeah, that's my update for now. I will say this much, tomorrow is Friday. We don't have a lot of plans for this weekend. Like, I think we're gonna run maybe a couple errands on Saturday. We're going out to dinner Saturday night and then grocery shopping on Sunday. I know I said this last weekend, but I'm crossing my fingers for this weekend that I can do just a full reading weekend. I will have most everything that I need to get done, and short of a couple hours for errands and an hour or so for something else, I should be able to spend a good amount of the time reading. So crossing my fingers I can do that, because I've got a lot of books that I want to read, and there's only a couple more weeks left of July. So there we go. That is my update for now, guys. I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Hi guys. So it's Friday afternoon, and I'm just so excited it's Friday afternoon. To be completely honest, I don't have anything else to say on that. I got a little bit of reading done last night, not as much as I wanted to, but it is what it is. I only read about 15 pages or so. So my plans for this weekend are to do a whole lot of reading and a whole lot of nothing else, to be completely honest. A little bit of writing, lots of reading. I plan on trying to take you guys along with me as much as I can. I don't think we really have a lot major planned. We've got a date night tomorrow night, and otherwise I don't think there's really a lot we have planned. So come along for the ride of this weekend. Ignore my messy tea and mug cabinet behind us. We're just gonna ignore that. Yeah. So yeah, I'm reading The Hate U Give by Angie Thomas, and I plan to have it finished at least by the end of this weekend. I hope to have it finished like tomorrow, to be completely honest. We all know what happens when I say these things though, so we'll see if that actually happens or not. And then after that, I think I'm gonna pick up, I think it's called Game of Kings. I'll let you guys know, but that's my reading plans. We'll see how well that goes. Hi guys, so it's much later than when I updated you guys last time, and forgive me, I'm gonna make this kind of quick because it's late and I don't want to go to bed. but I just finished The Hate U Give by Angie Thomas. I'm not really going to talk too much about it. It was a 5 out of 5 star read. I recommend it to anybody and everybody. Honestly, this book was the conversation that I've wanted to have for years, and I feel like I got to have that conversation. I'll elaborate on it more in the morning, but I wanted to just get that on camera for you guys. But for now, I'm gonna go take my makeup off and go to sleep. So I'll talk to you guys in the morning. Good morning, guys. So it's Saturday morning. My tea is steeping. My husband's making breakfast, and I am picking the next book that I'm gonna read. So I made an update last night that I finished The Hate U Give by Angie Thomas. And I talked a little bit about that. And I think I'm gonna start The Game of Kings by Dorothy Dunnett. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. But I think this is where I'm gonna start, and then if I've got a total of 3 books left on this TBR, so we'll just see what happens. But I plan on taking you guys along this weekend a little bit more. So I will update you guys in a few hours after I get some reading done. Alright guys, it is a few hours later. It's like lunchtime, like 1 o'clock. So I figured I'd update you guys. I'm about 50 pages into Game of Kings, and it's just not, there's something about it that's not like connecting with me right now. It's not that it's bad, it's just there's a lot. A, there's a lot. B, I have to wear my glasses because there's so many words and they're so small and they're smudged and it's just words. So I think I'm just gonna put it down. Like, to be completely honest, it's just not catching me, and I think it's because there's just so many characters and so much, and it takes a little while to become familiar with a story like this, and one that has so much in it. So I think I'm just gonna put it down, to be completely honest, for now. I may pick it up like in a couple, like fall, like true fall. And I should say, I didn't clarify this earlier, it is raining outside. Like, it is very fall like today. It's raining. It's just something about it is just not catching me right now. So I think I'm going to put it aside and read something different, but I don't know what that's going to be. So the last 2 books I have on this current TBR is The Tenant of Wildfell Hall by Anne Bronte. I think this is on it. Pretty sure it is. It was sitting up here with the stack, so I would guess it is. And The Body Keeps the Score by Bessel van der Kolk. And I'm not quite ready to pick this up yet. I want to pick this up, but I know it's going to be a lot. So I went down to my bookshelves and I did a little peruse. It's about almost time for me to pick up another batch of books for TBR anyway, so I figured, did a little perusing, and this is what I came up with. You guys are gonna laugh. Look at this. This is the stack that I've come up with. These top 3 were already going on my TBR, my next one, so I just brought those up. But then I have all of these to choose from now to decide what I want to read. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to start with Crazy Busy and just kind of filter through there. We'll see. I wanted to start with something short because that book was starting to make me a little like, slumpy and a little bit like So I'm gonna start with something short and easy and go from there. I'll update you guys a little bit later on and let you know where I'm at with all of that. Hi guys, so it's a few hours later. It's about 5 o'clock now. So update, I finished Crazy Busy. This was a real quick, easy read. It's like 120 pages or so. I really liked it. It was a little bit more religious than I was really anticipating or expecting. And it didn't really introduce any sort of a new topic, I guess you could say, which at the end of the book it said I don't have all the answers, yada yada, and it said it a little bit at the beginning. But yeah, so it was okay. I mean, it was what it was. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody, but there were a couple things in here that I liked. So I think I'm gonna try and pick up The Tenant of Wildfell Hall by Anne Bronte. I'm quite intrigued by this one. I think it's on my TBR like I said earlier, and I'm just really feeling it. I'm not quite ready to pick up The Body Keeps the Score just yet, because this is gonna be a lot. So that one's the one I just kind of keep pushing off a little bit. But that's my update for now. I don't know if I'll update you guys again tonight or not. We'll see how the reading goes. Our plans have kind of changed with all the rain, so we'll just wait and see what happens. But I'll either update you guys later on tonight, or I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, guys. A little bit of a different view for you. I'm actually doing a little like mom's morning out this morning, and I'm going to a Starbucks. Let me just drink some probably coffee because I'm exhausted, and read my book. So with that being said, I did not do any reading last night, which is why I did not update you guys last night. But I am going to try and read The Tenant of Wildfell Hall by Anne Bronte. That's what I'm going to be doing. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm gonna probably for about 45 minutes to an hour, and then go and run to the grocery store and yeah, just enjoy a quiet start to my morning. Hi, hello. I don't know what that was. Okay, so update. I read for about 45 minutes to an hour at that Starbucks this morning. I'm reading The Tenant of Wildfell Hall by Anne Bronte, and I have to say, I am loving it so far. It is exactly, I was worried because I read Tess the D'Urbervilles by Hardy, and he just, Tess was just so depressing as a character, to be completely honest, at times, and I was worried about jumping back into a classic after that, because that one just, I mean, y'all know, and if you don't, go watch like 1 or 2 reading vlogs back and you'll see. So I was worried about jumping back into a classic this quickly, and I am loving it. I'm so excited. I'm only like 30 pages in, and I'm seriously like, it's gonna take me a little bit longer to read just because it's a classic, and it's just the time period and the way that they're written. It's very dense and there's a lot to it, but I am so excited. The Bronte sisters, the thing is the Bronte sisters and Jane Austen, they write very similarly, and they handle their characters very similarly, and Anne Bronte and Charlotte Bronte write, obviously they're sisters, they write very similarly as it is, but that is like my niche of classics right there, is the Bronte sisters or Jane Austen. That is like my thing. So if that's your thing, first of all, comment below and tell me. Second of all, recommend some classics that follow along, even modern day actually. Just recommend some stuff for me to read that follows along with those same like vein of the authors. So because I'm always looking for new books to read, and I really just love the writing, and I love what they write about and how they handle the subjects. And I mean, a kick-ass woman in the 1800s, yes please. Someone who doesn't stick to the status quo. So anyway, I will update you guys a little bit later. I'm not going to close this out just yet. I will update you guys a little bit later to close it out. Yeah.